3, before I ever took my first breath. Poor had already taken my father. I was born into grief. But I was also born into a legacy of love, courage, and sacrifice. This is the story of the man I never met, the man who shaped my life forever. It was the summer of 1985 in Longvec, Cambodia. The air did not carry the sounds of children laughing or birds singing. It carried gunfire, screams, fear. My mother was less than a month away from giving birth to my older sister Maya when the war reached into our lives and changed everything. I do not remember my father with my own eyes. I remember him through stories, through photographs, through the way my mother's voice trembles even today when she speaks his name. In those faded photos, he stands tall and slim, with dark skin, short wavy black hair, and an oval face that looks both gentle and determined. My mother says he had the kindest smile she had ever seen, and she never stopped missing him. My parents met when my father was 23 and my mother was only 16. Their families already knew each other. Both worked in the timber business, demanding life that required strength, endurance, and trust. At that time in Cambodia, marriages were often arranged. Not because love didn't matter, but because survival did. When my father first saw my mother, he was drawn to her immediately. She was petite, soft-spoken, and beautiful, in a quiet way that made people feel calm just standing near her. She noticed him too, and soon their families agreed they were a perfect match. Under a large sugar palm tree, a symbol of long life, they were married in a traditional Cambodian ceremony. Relatives arrived carrying grilled ducks, mangoes, passion fruit, gifts wrapped not in fancy paper, but in hope for their future. They were young, they were hardworking. They believed they had time. After their wedding, my parents built a small store with their own hands. It was simple. They sold cigarettes, rice, scissors, sometimes fresh vegetables and alcohol when they could get it. Their customers were mostly Vietnamese soldiers stationed near a military camp close to our village. Life was not easy, but it was good. After long days, my father would sit beside my mother, massage her tired feet, and make jokes just to hear her laugh. She told me she never felt exhausted when he was near. Work did not feel like work. It felt like building a dream together. Then my older sister Maya was born. And just when their happiness began to grow, war came knocking at their door. One day, soldiers entered the village. They were conscripting men to fight guerrilla forces hiding in the jungle. They needed educated men. They needed leaders. My father was both. He spoke Cambodian and French, a rare skill after years of genocide had taken so many educated people. To the army, he was an asset. To his family, he was everything. My grandparents begged the soldiers not to take him. He has a wife and a child. My grandfather cried. They even offered their life savings. But war does not negotiate with love. The soldiers warned them. Refusing meant death. And so my father left. Not because he wanted to, but because he had no choice. In the army, my father quickly became known for something unusual. Kindness. He had little money. Yet he shared his food and clothes with fellow soldiers. Once, he returned home on leave, wearing only a tank top. My mother asked, confused, "Where is your shirt?" He smiled. I gave it to someone who needed it more. She laughed and asked what he would do if someone asked for his pants. "If they need them," he said, grinning, "I'll give those too." That was the kind of man he was. Eventually, he was promoted to commander. An honor, but also a sentence, because commanders were sent to the most dangerous parts of the jungle. On his last visit home, my mother told him she was pregnant again. With me, she hoped the news would lift his spirit. But she noticed something had changed in him. His eyes carried a sadness she had never seen before, as if he already knew he might never return. During that visit, he chose my name, Monica, inspired by the harmonica, his favorite instrument, the music he played to escape the horror of war. Then he said something that would echo through my entire life. I want my daughters to be free. He did not want us forced into careers. He did not want arranged marriages deciding our futures. This is what I'm fighting for. My mother promised him she would honor that wish. She did not know she was making a promise she would keep alone. One evening in the jungle, hungry and exhausted, my father turned on a small light to cook a snake he had caught. As he spoke to another soldier, a whistling sound cut through the darkness. A bullet tore through his chest. With no medic nearby, the soldier could only hold his hand as my father coughed blood and struggled to breathe. With his final strength, he gave one last message. Find my wife. Tell her I love her, my daughter, and my unborn child. Then, his life was gone. Just like that. Miraculously, that soldier survived long enough to find my mother. He delivered my father's final words. My commander was a kind man and a great leader. My mother cried until she had no tears left. But she was also grateful. Because in war, many families never learn what happened to their loved ones. We knew he loved us until his final breath. And that knowledge became our strength. I was born on August 20th, 1985. In the middle of the night. My mother says the moon was so bright it felt like daylight. She gave birth at home, holding my grandparents' hands, calling out to my father in prayer, "Please watch over our daughter." Her heart was shattered. Her body was exhausted. Her future was uncertain. But I was born healthy. She named me Monaco, the name my father had chosen, because music had helped him survive the war, and his story would one day help me survive life. I never heard my father's voice. I never felt his hand holding mine, but his love shaped the person I became. He could have run away. He could have hidden. Instead, he fought for a future he would never see. A future for me, human today, when life becomes difficult. I remember his courage, and I remind myself, giving up is not an option. Because I am the daughter of a hero. If you have ever lost someone, if life has ever forced you to grow stronger than you wanted to be, this story is for you. My journey was only beginning. In the next chapter, I will share how my mother tried to rebuild our lives in a world still filled with fear. This touched your heart. Stay with me, because sometimes the darkest beginnings lead to the brightest destinies. Thanks for listening, and please subscribe if you want to follow the rest of my story.